his father was found slain and disemboweled, and his explanation left investigators stunned. In the desolate landscape of El Paso, Texas, a chilling crime has unfolded. Jaime Adrian Contreras, a 39-year-old man, stands accused of the unthinkable, the brutal murder of his own father, Victor Contreras Sr., age 74. This gruesome act marks the 8th murder in El Paso this year, a stark increase compared to the same period in the previous year. The details of this case are as disturbing as they are perplexing, leaving investigators grappling with a horrifying scene and a suspect whose claims defy comprehension. What drove a son to allegedly commit such a heinous act against his own flesh and blood? Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. The grim discovery was made by Victor Martin Contreras, the victim's other son. Driven by growing unease, he decided to check on his father after a series of unsettling phone calls. The elder Contreras had confided that Jaime was acting crazy again, a phrase that now carries a weight of unimaginable horror. Arriving at his father's home on Ronald McNair Drive, Victor Martin was met with an ominous silence. Inside, he found his father's lifeless body hidden beneath a blood-soaked sheet in the bedroom. A sickening stench of rotting flesh permeated the air, emanating from an open window, hinting at the passage of days since the unspeakable act. The scene that confronted investigators was one of unspeakable brutality. Victor Contreras Sr. had been disemboweled, his body bearing the marks of unimaginable violence. Severe head injuries and multiple stab wounds around his neck painted a horrifying picture of the final moments of his life. Blood was spattered across the residence, a macabre testament to a desperate struggle. The medical examiner's confirmation of the disembowelment only added to the grotesque nature of the crime. This was not merely a murder, it was a savage desecration. Adding to the mystery, Victor Martin Contreras noticed that his father's red Jeep Wrangler was missing. He desperately texted Jaime about the missing vehicle, hoping for an explanation, but his messages went unanswered. The absence of the Jeep only deepened the suspicion surrounding Jaime's involvement. The Jeep was later located abandoned near Hueco Tank State Park, a desolate area on the outskirts of El Paso. Its discovery further solidified the growing belief that Jaime was not only involved, but was actively attempting to evade capture. On April 14th, Jaime Contreras was apprehended. His physical state offered a chilling glimpse into the violence that had transpired. He was found with an injured right hand and a deep laceration on his right pinky finger, wounds that spoke of a violent encounter. When questioned about his injuries, Jaime offered a bizarre explanation, claiming they were sustained during a battle, but it was his response when asked about his father that truly sent shivers down the spines of investigators. Jaime calmly stated that his father was in heaven. His subsequent claims spiraled into the realm of the unbelievable. Jaime alleged that an alien had harvested his organs just days prior. He went on to claim that his father was not who he seemed, but rather an extraterrestrial being. He freely admitted that the Jeep belonged to his father, further implicating himself in the crime. The investigation revealed a disturbing pattern of erratic behavior leading up to the murder. A relative recounted Victor Sr.'s growing fear, stating that Jaime was acting crazy again, and that he had even called the police on April 5th. Neighbors reported witnessing Jaime yelling in the street, his behavior increasingly unpredictable and alarming. On previous occasions, Jaime had told officers that he believed his father was an alien and that he no longer recognized him. Earlier in April, Jaime had allegedly threatened his father, escalating the tension within the household. The situation had deteriorated to a point of no return. The reports painted a picture of a man spiraling into madness. He allegedly killed his father's pets, a cruel act that hinted at a deep-seated rage. He allegedly struck his father with a hammer, a violent act that foreshadowed the horror to come. Jaime Contreras is currently being held on a staggering $2 million bond at the downtown jail. The gravity of the charges against him is reflected in the severity of the bail. As of now, no attorney is listed for him on court records, leaving him to face the legal system alone. The offense date on the murder charge is listed as April 5th, a date that may hold crucial significance in understanding the timeline of events. The legal proceedings promise to be complex and emotionally charged, as the court seeks to unravel the truth behind this horrific crime. This tragic death marks the 8th murder case in El Paso this year, a disturbing statistic that underscores a growing trend of violence in the city. In comparison, there were only 5 murders during the same period in 2024. The increase is a cause for concern among law enforcement and the community alike. In all of 2024, El Paso recorded 20 murders. In 2023, the number was even higher, with 33 murders. The rise in violent crime is a troubling sign, raising questions about the underlying factors contributing to this increase. The murder of Victor Contreras Sr. is not just a statistic. It is a tragedy that has shaken the El Paso community to its core. It is a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the human heart and the devastating consequences of unchecked mental illness. The search for answers continues as investigators delve deeper into the mind of a man accused of the ultimate betrayal.